going to work on an assignment that will help you learn about 3 important scientists that studied electricity and helped us learn more about electricity. For each scientist, you're going to do a different assignment on this page, and you're going to have a reading passage for each one. The first scientist is Michael Faraday, and for him, it says that before reading, you're going to make 6 predictions about how these words are related to Michael Faraday. So let's say, for example, you think maybe 1791 is the year that he died, so you write that prediction right beside the word, and then you need to do 5 more so that before you start reading, you have 6 predictions written. Then you're going to read the passage, and I've printed enough passages for just one class, so I know that there's writing on this one, but please don't write on your copy. And it does mention that you can mark the key words with a dry erase marker, so if you would like to stick this down in a dry erase sleeve and do that, you can, or you can just read and keep track of it as you go without writing on it. So then as you read, you're going to add to this, and then if you find out that you made any mistakes in your predictions, which you likely will because you probably don't know about Michael Faraday, then you just cross them off and put what was true. So if you find out that this is not the year that he died, and it was instead the year he was born, you just make that change. Before you're finished with Michael Faraday, you should have a statement beside each one that tells what that word has to do with that particular scientist. On the back of your sheet, you're going to see 2 more assignments. The first one is for Benjamin Franklin. So you're going to read the passage about him and then do some things with this person shape here as you go. So for example, you're going to add a speech bubble that tells something he discovered about electricity. So do this, and then inside the bubble you will write what he discovered about electricity. You're going to draw, it says draw something in his right hand that represents what he did in early life. Now I know that's confusing because you think, is it his right hand or the right hand when you look at it? Let's say that it's the one on the right hand side when you see it. So in this one, the right hand side shows something he did early in life, and then the left hand side is going to show something to represent his most famous experiment. Make sure that you meet all 6 criteria here. And then for Thomas Edison, on this side, you're going to read the article about him, and then you get to pretend that you invented a time machine and you bring Thomas Edison back to talk to him. And you need to write a script for an interview between you and Thomas Edison. And a script is going to look like if you're reading from a play. So you might put your name and what you would say, and then you can abbreviate Thomas Edison and what he would say. And it would be a conversation back and forth between the 2 of you. And then here's the important part. Be sure to include references to his most important invention and at least 5 other facts. So you need his invention and 5 other things. And then put a star next to the places that you referenced the article. So let's say in this statement right here, you said something about his invention. Put a little star so that I know where to look exactly for the places where you put his invention and his 5 other facts. You may skip around and work in any order on any of the scientists as you go, and you may start one and decide you want to work on another one a little later. But just remember that this should be a complete assignment, your best work, and you are not writing on these because they're going to be turned back in.